Hi guys, representatives from the online seller Amazon appeared before the Business and Trade Committee where they were grilled for about an hour on a range of topics. I may cover some more in other videos, but I wanted to highlight something that was raised as a major concern facing workers in fulfillment centres, that being injuries. Here Labour MP Antonia Bands put such an issue to Jennifer Carney from Amazon Logistics, and it didn't go well.
Thank you, Chair. We heard earlier from some workers at BHX4 in Coventry, and I'm interested that you mentioned that common management practice of talking to employees and giving feedback, providing accommodation where accommodations were necessary. We heard the story of one of your employees at BHX4 who had had a heart attack, was put on duties that were appropriate for what she was able to do, but those accommodations were withdrawn as a result of her union activities. We also heard a number of stories based from that fulfilment centre of workers who had experienced injury at work, being asked to do too much, being asked to load from the back of vehicles on their own, to lift heavy weights above their heads, and of the rate of injury in that workforce. Is it just the case that Coventry BHX4 is a uniquely dangerous Amazon facility to work in, or is that the case for the rest of the country as well?
I'm going to disagree with the premise of the question altogether, and I want to share a little bit of data. As we heard earlier, often employers would have a different version of events, and as you shared, sir, earlier, unrecognizable would be exactly how those claims are. We've asked employees at the Coventry location 5 times this year, would you recommend Amazon as a great place to work to your friends and family? And all 5 times, 87% of the employees said yes, 87% or more. So what we're describing here is a place where people really do come to work to do a good job. They're choosing this location out of anywhere that they could work inside of Coventry.
Are there other opportunities in Coventry? And also, look, you have an employer asking you a question. Would you recommend this job or this position to friends and family members? Now, I don't know if the survey is anonymous. I don't know if Amazon is collecting information, beyond just the answers. If it's the only employer in the town, well, people will probably say, well, it's probably the only place to go. And, once again, if the employer is breathing down your neck, you're going to say, yes, it's a wonderful place to work. Of course, I want to keep this job. Because if you criticize the company, or if you criticize the structure within the company, we've seen the result of that. People have been laid off. People have been pushed out. People have been put under extreme pressure. This is how these companies like to operate. It's a race to the bottom. Employees are treated as numbers, as cogs in a machine. This is really going back to the Victorian period. This is the way companies like Amazon would like to work. They have put pressure on people who are trying to organize a trade union within the company, or try to organize a trade union within their place of work. They have I don't know the situation in Britain, but in the US, companies like Amazon and Walmart have cracked down on individuals who are trying to organize a trade union, and they have brought in consultants and paid them lots of money to deal with trade union organizers, using propaganda and all sorts of techniques. So this is a company who's not on the side of workers, it's on the side of shareholders, of course. But it's also about extracting as much as possible from the workers and its staff, and frankly treating them like crap at times. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.